Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for this case study, we would like to propose a new takaful product that is suitable to be offered in Malaysia, which is wedding cancellation takaful. Imagine planning your dream wedding, spending months into every detail only to face the unexpected cancellation. So the Star reported that the average cost of wedding in Malaysia is around 50,000 ringgit to 200,000 ringgit, and family will suffer significant financial losses due to the unexpected cancellation and due to the non-refundable costs. Personally, wedding cancellation insurance is common in Western market like in the United Kingdom and the United States that offer coverage for unexpected disruption caused by vendor issue, bad weather and other unforeseen events. However, in Malaysia, no such product exists, not even in the takaful market, leaving a significant gap that is suitable to be explored in the case study. The wedding cancellation takaful address this need. It is a Sharia-compliant policy designed to safeguard family from financial losses that associated with wedding cancellation. And this innovative solution covers non-refundable costs and is tailored specifically for Malaysian families. Event cancellation are not just disappointing, they come with significant financial consequences. A notable example is the Good Vibe Festival in 2023, which was cancelled due to the inappropriate behaviour of the band 1975. This incident resulted in a lawsuit for 12.3 million ringgit in damages. Similarly, the cancellation of Mirror's Kuala Lumpur concert that left both fans and organizer in frustration. Study back up the financial impact of such disruption. Research by Deb et al. In 2022 showed that unforeseen cancellation can lead up to losses up to 25% of an organizer annual revenue. Meanwhile, for Hussein et al. In 2023 further highlighted that wedding in Malaysia often involve high budget that are particularly vulnerable to financial fallout due to the non-vulnerable expenses such as venue bookings and decorations. Although insurance companies like Chubb Insurance Malaysia Berhad and QBE Insurance offer event cancellation insurance, there is no specific solution for wedding cancellation. Moreover, existing options rarely align with the cultural and religious sensitivity of Malaysia, which Muslim is the majority religion in Malaysia.
Next, we will go through the product analysis for this wedding cancellation takaful. First of all, for target market, the target market here will be for couples planning for their wedding and for families supporting the wedding costs. For couples, they become target market because they have invest significant amounts in their wedding, so they will be in need of safety net to recover these non-refundable expenses in case of any unexpected cancellations. For example, like health-related issues, natural disasters, venue-related issue, and vendor-related issue. For families, in many cultures, family always play a significant role in financing weddings for their son and daughter. So these products will offer families financial relief in case if the wedding didn't go as planned. So next, for product demand, this product demand will be growing in Malaysia due to rising wedding costs. This is because Malaysian weddings often feature elaborate ceremonies, large guest lists, and traditional elements like the sanding and kenduri. So this financial implication of cancellation will be significant. Next, for currently, there are limited insurance or takaful products in Malaysia specifically designed for wedding cancellation, leaving a gap in the market. For this takaful, it will include coverage, for example, like wedding cancellation coverage, medical emergency coverage, and natural disaster coverage. For wedding cancellation coverage, it protects against financial losses due to vendor failures, venue issues, or other cancellation. For medical emergency coverage, it ensures that if the bride or groom faces a medical emergency, the couple will be financially protected if the wedding needs to be cancelled or postponed. Lastly, for natural disaster coverage, uh, given that Malaysia have the tendency to floods and other natural disaster, this coverage will be important for wedding that held outdoor or destination wedding, where it is held far away from the couple's location, where the couple needs to travel in order to help for the wedding. Next, we will move on to the underwriting analysis. First, for risk assessment, the underwriting approach will consider on wedding size and cost, external factors, and geographic location. For wedding size and cost, Malaysian wedding can range from intimate nikah ceremonies to grand events with hundreds of guests. This is because larger events involve higher risks and greater financial exposure. Next, for external factors, the reliability of vendors, potential health emergencies, and the weather, especially during the monsoon season, are significant risks in Malaysia. Lastly, for geographic location, weddings in flood-prone areas or rural locations with limited accessibility are classified as higher risk and will be assessed accordingly. As for premium determination, the premium will be calculated based on wedding size and cost. This is because higher budgets results in higher premiums, reflecting the greater potential financial loss. For example, a high budget wedding in Kuala Lumpur will attract a higher premium rather than a modest one in a smaller town. Next, for risk factors, weddings planned during the rainy season or involving multiple vendors without any backup plans may have higher premiums. Lastly, for claims process and documentation, it is important to have documentation requirements, claim validation, and payment limits. For documentation requirements, the policyholder must provide evidence of unforeseen cancellations, such as medical reports, vendor advisories, or vendor contracts. For example, if a wedding in Terengganu is cancelled due to severe flood, an official flood report will support the claim. For claim validation, the takaful operator will cross-check documentation with independent sources to ensure that the claims are valid. For example, like vendor statements or venue notices will be verified to confirm if there are cancellations happen. Lastly, for payment limits, payouts are capped based on the insured amount, with sub-limits for specific categories like venue or catering costs. This ensures a fair compensation while maintaining financial sustainability.
So next, we move on to the fraudulent claims that can be made in context of a wedding cancellation takaful. It arises from the deliberate attempts to deceive the insurer or the operator for financial gain. One of the many fraudulent claims that can be made is a fabricated cancellation. So this violates the principle of utmost good faith and happens when the policyholder claims that an unforeseen accident such as a natural disaster or a fake illness causes the wedding to be cancelled. There is also inflated claims, which violates the principle of indemnity. Policyholders would inflate the cost of cancellation related charges in order to get a larger reimbursement than what is actually warranted. Some may also try to give misrepresentation of facts, and this is a fraudulent claim as it again violates the principle of utmost good faith. This is a situation where policyholders give misleading or false data when applying for a coverage or filing a claim. Moving on, Making duplicate claims violate the principle of contribution, and this happens when the policyholder files claim for the same loss event under multiple policies or with different providers. There is also a collusion with vendors where policyholders make a side agreement with the vendors in charge of the event to stage an accident and fabricate losses. This is a violation towards the principle of proximate cause because the true cause of the claim loss is not the event covered by the takaful, but instead the fraudulent agreement between the participant, between the policyholder and the vendor. Lastly, policyholders who try to file claims for non existent events, and in this case, non existent weddings. This violates the principle of insurable interest as the policyholder has to actually suffer a financial loss if the property were to be damaged. This cannot apply if the wedding never happens in the first place. So let's move on to the legal implications that may be convicted should a fraudulent claim be made or is detected. Fraudulent claims made can result in a breach of contract. Takaful contracts demand policyholders to give honest information, and failure to fulfill these conditions may lead to the takaful operator to deny the claim and terminate the policy. Next is criminal liability. In most jurisdictions, fraudulent claims are criminal offenses that can result to fines, jail time, and even worse, both at the same time, depending on the seriousness of the offense. Fraudulent claims also cause reputational damage to the operators in charge. The operator in question may face criticism, and participants may lose faith in the takaful organization. And lastly, false claims violate Sharia principles that include cooperation, justice, and honesty. The Sharia Advisory Council may issue orders to correct behaviors as a result, and even may raise monetary fines.
Next, we will discuss on the method that insurers may use to prevent fraudulent claims. The first one is detailed documentation. By demanding truth and variable records for all claim submissions, carefully documentation can drastically lower fraudulent claims in waiving cancellation takaful. In order to use this strategy, policyholder may Policyholder must make sure they have valid evidence such as vendor contracts that have been signed, payment receipts, and documentation for event preparation, such as venue reservation or catering agreements. According to PANDA 2024, through documentation is necessary to identify the full patterns in insurance claims and prevent fraud. The insurer can create a solid foundation for confirming the accuracy of the reported cancellations by requiring this record to be included in every claim. And in a study by Sash et al., the accuracy of fraud detection models, which can incorporated into verification process, is also increased by comprehensive documentation. Insurer can improve wedding cancellation takaful by having third parties, including suppliers or service providers, by cross-verifying the evidence. The findings of Hakimi and Rahmat in 2019, who show that documentation is essential for discouraging fraudulent activity in financial system, are consistent with this step. Additionally, as Mashanji in 2019 suggests, building a historical database of claims can assist insurers in spotting trends and irregularities that could point to prevalent activities. The incorporation of comprehensive documentation into the claim procedure allows insurers to reduce risk, uphold equity, and foster trust with legitimate policyholders. The second one is on digital fraud. By using machine learning models, for example, XGBoost to examine claims data and identify irregularities, insurers can apply digital fraud detection in wedding cancellation takaful in the purpose of identifying patterns that differ from typical claims behavior such as abnormally large claims or recurring patterns from the same policyholders. AI system must be included. Shah et al. Demonstrated how machine learning models could precisely detect these anomalies by lowering the possibility of fraudulent claims. According to Mashanti 2019, insurers can also use clustering algorithms to identify outliers and split up the claims type by proactively monitoring and flagging questionable activity. Furthermore, the fraud detection process can be improved by combining supervised and unsupervised learning techniques. Panda 2024 stated that unsupervised learning is superior at displaying the fraud scheme, but supervised models are better at spotting established fraud patterns. For example, combining these techniques can reveal false cancellation justification or inconsistent claims record. According to Hakimi and Rahmat 2019, automated fraud detection system enable insurers to swiftly handle a huge claim volumes while sending out real-time alerts for more research. By ensuring that only valid claims are accepted, this strategy protects the insurer finance and uphold policyholder confidence. The third method is random update. To carry out random updates in wedding cancellation takaful, insurer may choose to silently examine a selection of claims to confirm their legitimacy because policyholders are aware that their claims can be examined at any time. Random audits serve as powerful deterrent against the frauds. By refer to Mashenji. For instance, in order to ensure the claims are legitimate, insurer could randomly request for more evidence, including vendor confirmations of proof of event cancellation. Another benefit of this approach is by identifying systematic problems or recurrent prevalent activity among certain policyholders. According to Shah et al., insurers can incorporate automated technologies to highlight claims for further reviews in addition to manual audits. Insurance company can improve the effectiveness of their audit process by integrating automated triggers with manual expertise. According to Hakimi and Rahmat in 2019, random checks help to spot fraud and encourage policyholders to be more open and accountable. This strategy can protect wedding cancellation insurance financial stability, uphold the confidence of legitimate policyholders, and keep operating expenses under control.
My name is SITI ZAKARIA with the ID number 1212824. Will now present a few more methods to prevent the fraudulent claims. Okay, first is the site inspection. Site inspection are highly effective and a direct way to verify the authenticity of claims, especially for high-value cancellations. This process involves sending investigators to physically visit the venues or service providers cited in the claims to validate the information provided by the policyholder. For instance, if a claimant report a last-minute cancellations, example for due to the bad weather, investigators can visit the venue to check if it was indeed booked and whether this cancellation occurred as described. This on-the-ground verification allows insurers to detect false or exaggerated claims with greater accuracy. The importance of this method lies in the ability to uncover the inconsistency or outright fabrication. For example, inspector may reveal that the venue was never reserved, or they might confirm that the cancellation occurred long before the date provided by the claimant. Both the situation could indicate a fraudulent activity. And according to the fraud examiner manual by the Association of the Certified Fraud, on-site inspection are considered one of the most reliable methods for detecting the fraud in high-value claims. Not only does the method help ensure prevent false reporting, but it also helps build trust among the genuine policyholder by ensuring that their claims are processed fairly. Moreover, the site inspection plays an important role in discouraging potential fraudsters, knowing that the claims will be subject to a physical verification creates a deterrent effect, reducing the likelihood of the false claim being filed in the first place. This proactive measure enhances the overall integrity of the insurance and the takeover process. Next method is the claim history analysis. This method leverages past data and cutting the age analytic to the identify patterns of the suspicious behavior among policyholders. This involves insurer maintaining a comprehensive records of claimant history, including the frequency type, the monetary value of their claims. These records are then analyzed and compared to the internal benchmark and industry standard to detect any anomalies or any irregularities. For example, if a claimant files multiple high-value wedding cancellation claims within a short time frame, they may be flagged as a high-risk individual. Similarly, patterns such as finding claims around the same type of cancellation involving specific service provider and may suggest fraudulent intent. Advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning have revolutionized this process by enabling the insurer to detect subtle trends that might not be immediately obvious to the human investigator. Also, AI can analyze large datasets to identify unusual timing or geographical cluster of claims, both of which may indicate organized fraud. As highlighted by the Bolton hand in their study, Statistical Fraud Detection, in 2002, a historical data analysis is significantly improves fraud detection capabilities. This approach ensures that insurers can allocate their resources more effectively, focusing on a high-risk case while streamlining the process for genuine claimants. Furthermore, claim history analysis is not just about detecting fraud. It also provides value insight that help insurers refine their policies and processes. For example, to understand common patterns in fraudulent claims can help the insurer design more robust safeguards, benefiting both the company and the customer service. And the last one is the collaboration with vendors. Collaboration with vendors is a proactive and collaborative method that plays a very critical role in the preventive fraudulent claims in wedding cancellation insurance and takaful. By partnering with the key service providers such as wedding planners, wedding managers, caterers, and florists, insurance can obtain a crucial details needed to validate the claims. This partnership provide a direct line of access to information such as booking confirmations, payment receipts, and non-refundable deposit, all of which are essential for verifying the legitimacy of the claim. For instance, a venue manager can confirm whether a wedding was indeed booked and subsequently cancelled, while a caterer might provide invoice showing whether the payments were made or refunded. Such evidence can help clarify the discrepancy and help the insurer determine the validity of the claims. Meanwhile, formal agreements with vendors often strengthen this partnership, requiring them to notify insurer of any irregularities such as mismatched booking records or any suspicious cancellation. For example, as highlighted by the European Insurance and Occupational Pension Authority in 2021, um, it is proven that collaborating with the vendors help improve the transparency and efficiency in fraud detection. This method benefits service provider as it helps maintain their reputation by addressing fraudulent activities that might involve in their names, as additionally, such as collaboration speed up the claim process for a genuine policyholders by ensuring a smoother and more reliable experience. This Methods also build the trust among the stakeholders as insurer benefits from having accurate information, and the vendors also appreciate the increased accountability, and policyholders are reassured that the claims are handled with fairness and transparency. Overall, this method ensures that only legitimate claims are paid while minimizing the fraudulent activities.
In conclusion, the wedding cancellation takafuls offer a much-needed solution to the financial risks associated with Malaysia's growing wedding industry. By addressing the gap in the wedding-specific Sharia-compliant industry, this product was able to provide protection against wedding cancellations, and it also provides cultural alignment and peace of mind. As for the hopes, we hope that this product will not only ease the financial burden for couples and families, but also pave the way more innovative and inclusive for takaful offerings in Malaysia. Ultimately, it has the potential to become an essential part of wedding planning, ensuring that last special moments are secure.